Gonna take one to two puffs off the cigarette. Okay. I'm already streaming. Oh, whoops. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Technical difficulties. Let's see. Let's make sure. Come on. You can do it. I don't know why it's doing that. What the hell is going on?
It's not you. It's the weather. I'm telling you.
That's not the weather. Dog. That's bad, man. What the fuck is going on?
There's something wrong with the internet, I think. Let me double check.
Say the internet.
The why? How do you stream, boo boo?
This is now embarrassing. No.
You might. Nothing I can do.
There we go. Better. That was slow as hell. I don't know what the hell that was. That is some bad. That is the weather. If that's. So I apologize so much, guys.
I did. You already mentioned it.
Huh?
I already put something there already.
Okay. All right. Okay, so we're having some technical difficulties. I guess we're probably having storms tonight or something. So if the latency is bad tonight, I do apologize. It's the machine, not the man. Please don't blame the man. All right, so you gotta turn it down, please. Thank you. It's really creepy to listen to my voice 5 minutes after I just spoke it. Anyway, no, okay. So what I want to do tonight is we started discussing the video I released on Monday. Okay, clean your house. But what I like to do for these videos, right, is I like to the videos are the beginning of the conversation. So whatever I discuss in the video, that's the beginning of the conversation, not the end of it. I don't expect. I mean, what's the point of you guys watching the video if all I'm going to do is discuss what's in the video? What I want to discuss tonight is, well, a couple things actually. The thought process of cleaning your house is not being just the idea of like taking care of negative things, because it might not be that hard. What if it's like you know how it is. You go into a house, a refurbished house, and maybe it's some bad furniture, or it's paint on the wall that you need. Okay, well, that actually isn't so bad. In fact, it could be fun because now you're putting your ideas and painting your house the way you want to. Now, in dealing with your life, all right. When we say change your life, what does that mean to you guys? Does that mean, so every single thing about you, you have to change, right? So I changed every single thing about me. No, like I say in the video, and like I've been saying to you guys on these lives, I didn't know how to use my skills. I had a lot of good sides to me. Right now, so Sophia's here. She's on the couch. She's going to be commenting in a little bit and asking me questions to talk about some deeper stuff. So she'll be thinking of some quick questions and talking about it, and I'll be answering her questions. But just to get you guys in the right mind frame, right? When I met Sophia saw my good sides. Now she saw my bad sides too. But that's not so much bad because she knew what to get rid of. All right? The reason why that's important is because I was so confused. I mean, guys, so confused. For example, I think I've said this a couple times, but it's worth repeating because I don't talk about it very often because I don't want it to sound like I'm bragging or something. You know what I used to do? I would walk around and I would sit, like, depending on where I'm at. Sometimes I would sit in the library. I did that a lot in all of the cities I ever went to, Minneapolis, Dallas. I didn't go to the library at Harrisburg, but I would sit there in the bar and do this. I would sit there and study my Greek interlinear English New Testament. I want y'all to really wrap your mind around that. I would study my Greek Bible so that I could understand the New Testament better. Right, not fast. I taught myself how to read and write Greek because I wanted it to be right, not fast. That I wanted to understand the scriptures so much. And what ended up happening was, and I was so stupid at the time I didn't see it as a positive. Okay, this is what I mean by screwed up mind frame. Like I say it in the video. I talk about how you can confuse your good for your bad and your bad for your good. This is precisely what I'm talking about. I would get in these conversations with people. So people would be fascinated by this homeless guy, young, good-looking guy. Most of them knew what I did for a living. I was an enigma. They were fascinated by this boy that sat there, and I would sit there and I would learn and I would write the Greek out like they used to write it. No spacing, all capital letters. Koine Greek or New Testament Greek is written with no vowel, or excuse me, not no vowels, written with no commas and periods and things like that. All capital letters, no spacing. It was fun. I used to study the Bible like that. Well, anyway. Now you would think that with such an ability to do something like that I would be able to figure out that I guess I wasn't so bad. Wrong again. I didn't know what the hell to do with it. Alright? And it wasn't just that subject. I taught myself apologetics. The reason why the name of this business is Noir Apologia Gaming. Apologia is Greek for the word defense. Alright? That's all it means. So Christian apologetics is Christian defense. The reason why I named this business Apologia is because I'm defending my people. I'm defending people with bipolar disorder. I'm defending myself. I'm defending mental illness in general. I'm defending homeless people. I'm defending you. Yeah, you. So that's why. But back then, I didn't know what to fucking do with it. In reality. In fact, I remember Desiree's stepfather. I was in their house. And I was sitting there doing my Greek thing, and I was doing it. And he saw what I was doing. And he just gave me this look like everybody else gave me always. And he's just like, shit don't make no sense. And what he meant was, that was the reaction that I got from a lot of people, that I can sit there and do that, but I can't work a job. Nobody ever got that through their head. Nobody ever understood it. So again, another.
Did you understand it yourself then? Time?
Yes. But explaining it to somebody else was more than difficult, because I was ashamed of it. Shame led my life a lot, and that's one thing it's one thing that you guys got to understand, that not everybody's going to side with you. The ingredients and the steps are not for other people to accept you. They're for you to accept you. One of the reasons why I didn't know if I could do this business is because of my shame. I had a lot of shame over stuff that I shouldn't have had shame over. But maybe that's the way the world in general makes us feel that way. And I'm not complaining about it. I'm not going to sit there and this isn't a thing where I'm going to sit there and complain about it. But my point being is, how do you get through that? Well, you're going to have to accept it yourself. All right, you have to. All right, you're cleaning your house. Y'all listen to me like you never listened to me before. Cleaning your house sucks. It sucks. There isn't a single thing about cleaning your house that's awesome. The only thing about it is that you may discover new things. But until you get everything in your head, out of your head, and until you start accepting who you are, you need to accept you, not somebody else. That's wonderful that your mommy and daddy support you. Who cares if you don't believe it?
And Daryl, how long has it taken you?
The truth is, there were some parts of me I did accept. Again, shame led my life. After one thing that I figured out, when I was trying to figure out, I actually give this example in the video. In fact, when I lost my son, that was the point in which I looked at first. You know what I discovered? That wasn't it. That I was falling a long time before that. I can blame alcohol all I want to. I can blame depression all I want to. But I allowed fear to control my life to the point. Oh, and I didn't clean my house. And I'll keep repeating that until I get this through y'all's head. I carried no ingredients, and I did no steps. Simple as that. I knew what my talents were for the most part. Shame kept me from doing anything about it. When I got arrested for prostitution, that's really, and it was slow rolled at first, and then it got faster and faster and faster and faster. I was so ashamed of that. My mom was so ashamed of me. And so I tried to hide from God with the Harrisburg. When my mom died, there's no way in hell I was going to be able to go to her funeral. I went over it in my head that I was finished. Okay, I truly was finished as a person. But here's the deal. Okay, how did I get here? That's what I'm trying to show you guys. This is how I got here. What Sophia's hinting around at is that I've known her for a long time. 2006. And it was slow at first, and then I sped it up. But that was also, I think it took a lot longer than it would have had I realized. In other words, I was doing it without any. It's not like I had me to tell me how to do the ingredients or the steps. But now that I've figured out how to do it, it shouldn't take you 18 years. It just shouldn't. Because I figured out that if you carry your ingredients and you follow your steps, it shouldn't take that long.
He's not saying it's easy.
No, not at all. It's not easy. But I beat the path first. I'm the one. It's like, I used to live in Wisconsin, y'all, and when it snows outside, you don't want to be the first outside. You say, well, why, Daryl? Because it's you who's going to have to beat down the path in the snow.
It looks so pretty without being disturbed.
And so you want to be the person that follows the other people. It's really the truth. In other words, y'all, For those of you who are new to this channel, I don't expect you to trust me at first. But for those of you who have known me for a little bit here, I'm not going to change the way I do this. So you can come to me 15 years from now, I'm still going to be speaking the same things. But what I want from you guys, the ones that know me, like Lori and Tanya and people like that, is as we discuss these things, get on here and discuss them on chat. Because this is how forward progress is made. Okay? Now, this thing about cleaning your house, there's 2 points I really wanted to make sure I got across tonight. The first is about not just about the negative part of it. Not everything has to be negative about this. Okay? It makes it rougher if it is negative, in fact. You've got to take something that you have, whatever it might be. Maybe you have the ability to sell stuff. Or you have the ability to, maybe you're creative, you're artistic. Maybe you've never really maybe you don't really know, maybe you're artistic, but you're not really artsy. In other words, basically what I'm saying is, maybe you're artistic, but you've never learned music. You're artistic, but you never learned how to paint. That naturally you think of things outside the box, but no one's really sat down and talked to you on how to use that creativity and create things. Okay? Maybe you're like that. Figure it out. If you can figure out how to use your talents, do you know what that can do to your psyche, to your mind? It can make you feel so good. Because not only are you creating something out of your head, you're doing it for the first time. All of this is new. It's transformative. I want to show you guys some little. This is what I mean. I want to show you guys some little tricks and tips on how to draw different things. You say, well, I don't draw. Okay. There's a point to it. Just like there was a point to my graphic design videos. It's not just about the graphic design, it's about what I'm trying to show you. About how you need to think about it. But Daryl, I'm not artistic. Okay? What do you got? Put it in the chat. What do you got? Are you good with money? Are you good with banking advice?
People laugh.
Can you make people laugh? Sophia thinks she's a comic. Can you drive really well? Are you good at driving? Good at sports? Now maybe if you're getting older, maybe that doesn't count. But
can you teach it?
Can you teach it? That's a good one. Can you teach anything? Can you? One second, guys. One second, guys. See it? I got given this exact Bible on my birthday in 2001. Preacher for the Roseville Church of Christ gave me this exact one to me. Can you teach yourself stuff? Can you teach other people that? Can you help people build their faith, their knowledge by history? Can you say things like, Ora epistis ekakuo audiakuo diaramatos theos? I didn't go to school. Taught myself. That is Romans 10:17. Faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of God. Taught myself. Can you do that? The point is, maybe you've had a bad life. Maybe you've been to jail. Maybe you ruined all your opportunities, as they say. You've ruined all your opportunities. No other opportunities for people like us, right? It's not true. There are always opportunities so long as you have breath in your body. You have to figure it out. Did you make the road longer? Harder? Sure. Sure. Just like I did. But I live by the very words I teach. Let me tell you all something. When I get on here, this isn't just about you listening to me and you going, oh, you're right, Daryl. This is about your growth. Your growth. I don't need to get on this camera for me to grow.
If I water you.
Say again?
If I water you.
She thinks I'm a cactus. No, if I was a cactus, she'd kill me. She kills cactus.
Don't even ask how.
She does it every time too. Anyway, no, but y'all, seriously. I could not have gotten through the death of my best friend had I not been better. Y'all don't understand. John was not just a friend to me. That was my brother. Some of you understand that. I miss him more than any human being on this planet. He was always on my side. And all we wanted to do was be on y'all's side. The reason why I say that is because when you go to sleep tonight, what do you want to happen tomorrow when you wake up? Maybe you're looking to get a pay raise and you want to go open the company that you're working for. Then talk to your boss. Ask your boss what you can do to make it better. Maybe you want to date a woman. Maybe you two like each other even, but you're too afraid to talk to her and take it to that level. What you scared of? What are you scared of, man? You are not promised your next breath. Remember? Life is fleeting. Okay, go ahead.
Yes, the answer may be no. You may feel rejected. But you know what? You work through that. Don't let it stop you. Don't let it stop you from growing. There's always going to be answers of no, but there's always a reason for it. You may not know it at that moment.
But I would also
But
say...
there's always a way.
But I would also say... you know how it is. So you're with a friend. Maybe you've been friends for a while. you'll know. You'll know. People that stick together, people that hang with you, they want to be around you, whether it be a woman or man. I think they're just hanging out with you because they don't have anything better to do. It's possible, but you can test that real easy. Getting your advisor and getting the person that you vent to is a simple matter. It's not simple, but it's a simple matter of, it really should be the person you love. Or should be a person you're really close to. Because you're never going to be honest with that person if you're too afraid to talk to them. This is really serious stuff, guys. But that doesn't mean you can't joke around and have fun with it. Really. How do we gain? If you don't do anything, you get nothing. If you do something, there's a possibility you may get rejected. But you know what I know? Yeah, I know it's true. Don't tell anybody. If you don't do anything, if you don't move a muscle, you know what the answer is to every question that you will ever come across. Fact. You know the answer. So that's how you want to live your life. You want to walk around in life and just, at least you know that the answer is no. If you haven't approached anybody, you ain't going to get the promotion. At least you don't get rejected, right? You can't be with that woman or that man, because then you'd have to stop watching your show at this time. People are so silly to me. I was one too. I was so afraid of being rejected that I didn't know how to be me anymore. And so I went a long time without friends. Oh, I had acquaintances on the streets. But let me tell you about my acquaintances. Let's see. I knew every tranny in Dallas. Yeah. I knew damn near every drag queen in Harrisburg and Dallas, and a lot of them in Minneapolis. A lot of them. That's just two examples. And these people were wonderful Christian type people. Yeah, one time I walked in, and my friend was beating the crap out of this guy because he liked it. I walked in on the wrong thing. Trust me, I couldn't sleep that night, but I needed somewhere to go to sleep. But that guy was enjoying a little S&M from a drag queen. Yeah. This is one of 1,000 stories I could tell you like that. Couldn't sleep that night. You know. Christian people, people that give great advice and are great examples to me. I had those around me. It's embarrassing, the friends I had. It's embarrassing for me to tell you that. I have people like Sophia around me. What would it have done me any good to have Sophia around me at that time? Have somebody like her around me? She would have been a party pooper on every level. She would have been disgusted by everything. And she would have been telling me no on all of the fun stuff I wanted to do, like drink every 5 seconds. I wasn't trying to hear it then. These ingredients and these steps are to make sure that you guys do not make the same dumb mistakes that I did. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna get off here in a second. But here's what I want you to think on it. It's hump day today. We got through halfway through the week. You know, Sophia is such a child. She really is. No, she's over there dancing. She doesn't know I can just turn the camera around on her. Anyway. Listen, here's what I want you to think about. Alright? Just got done releasing the clean your house video. Starting the steps. Okay? Starting to study the steps. I'll get on here as much as I can. Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, Saturdays. But halfway through the week, here's a question for you guys. What are you thinking about? What is it that's on your mind right now? What is it that you're pondering on? Don't say nothing, because that's bullcrap. There's so much stuff that's going on right now in the world that even if you didn't want to pay attention to politics, you know for a damn fact that the world is crazy right now. So there's something on your mind. We can discuss it. We'll have a video. What do y'all think about? Do you ever wonder why? Wonder if you're on the right mind frame on these things? Bring it up. Let's talk about it. That's what I'm here for. So, I hope that you guys have a wonderful week. I hope that you guys are safe when you drive. Do not drink and drive. Shame on you. Put down that beer. You've had enough. What? I have. You know you have had enough wherever you are. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, so I'll be on here on Friday. Behave yourself. Be safe when you're traveling. Be safe when you get there. Be understanding of one another, not just from your perspective, but from theirs. Be understanding of yourself. Remember, life is fleeting. You're not promised your next breath. So take now, go outside your box, and learn something new. And you never know what you might find out about yourself. So until Friday, may the Lord of Light guide you in all things. Goodbye.
Bye.
She said bye.